Hi, I'm the juicy lesion on your face that just won't stop giving you cosmetic advice, your personal skincare assistant. Was that good? Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. I've been preparing for this video for months. Months, I tell you. I feel like when I was placed on this earth, God had one calling for me. Hyram, there will come a day when you have to react to a special drag queen, Trixie Mattel. And don't fuck it up. Ugh, I can't do a RuPaul impression, but at least it's better than Trixie's. In today's video, I am going to be reacting to the one and the only Trixie Mattel's skincare routine. Now, let me just give you a brief introduction for all of you uncultured swine who don't know who Trixie Mattel is. She is a drag queen, a previous winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, and an online knockoff Barbie personality. I love her to death. Specifically because of the show, Sorry, out of context, that would look really weird. But there's a show called with Trixie Mattel and Katya I just short-wired. Zamyolodchikova. Two of the best drag queens of all time. You cannot fight me on this. Normally, I'm not really a drag queen kind of person because they tend to have 3 responses to everything. Oh, honey. Yes, God. Slay, queen. And it's hard to talk without those 3 phrases bombarding the conversation like the Kool-Aid Man. Which is why I love drag performances and watching RuPaul, but Trixie and Katya, they're the queens. Trixie is one of the most clever and witty people I have ever seen in my life, and Katya isn't the friend that we wanted, but the psych ward roommate that we deserve. I love both of them so much it's not even funny. When I tell you guys, for the previous year, I watch an episode of before every single video that I film. I'm not lying, bitch. And for anyone who doesn't know, I have linked multiple episodes in the description box below. Please go watch them. They are your homework assignment. You need contextual justification for what you're about to witness in this video. It's honestly not even funny how much I love that show, and when I try to show it to friends and they don't like it, I try to explain the complexities and just the pure artistry behind it, and they look at me like I'm fucking insane. I mean, they're not totally off, but you know. I actually figured out about this D-Drag skincare routine a long time ago. I was just preparing my emotional energy to film this video, and I think today's the day. I think it's here. I am so excited. Let's just get into it. If you don't know me, I am a skincare specialist. That is the official title of my position at the skincare company that I work for. I am not, however, a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist, nor do I ever claim to be one or know more than either of them. If you do have any concerns about your skin, please go see your esthetician or dermatologist to get that shit treated. This is all just for fun and information's sake. Honestly, this video should just be titled 20 minutes of Hyram trying to not act like a basic white gay fangirling over his favorite drag queen. But let's call it what it is, shall we? So this video is called D-Drag with me. She's taking off her drag makeup, which I actually would prefer more to see than a daytime skincare routine because I want to know how she gets all of that cake shit off her face. I want to know the secrets.
Hi, it's me, Trixie Mattel. I'm here in London, and a lot of people always ask me what my favorite part about doing drag is. It's taking it off.
Oh, okay. I hope that means she has a good skincare routine.
Being in drag is like a constant physical, it's like a slow torture. Like at the end of the day, I'm just like, pull it off my face. And over time, I figured out the best way to get it off my face because people always ask, do you do your own makeup? How long does it take you? And then they always ask, how do you get it off? And getting it off is really like a science because when you wear this much makeup, you can really mess up your whole face. So I'm gonna show you some of my favorite stuff.
I can't even imagine how it would feel wearing that much makeup all face because look at her. She's basically Mrs. Doubtfire after sticking her face in a cake. But more fish. And a specific problem that drag queens have to go through, which I cringe at so hard whenever I think about it, they have to use glue sticks on their face. I mean, they glue down their eyebrows. And someone like Trixie has to do that nearly every single day. So a nightly skincare routine is really important to be able to take off all of the makeup, all of the glue. Getting all of the makeup off plus all of the glue is really important. So I'm interested to see what type of cleansing system she has.
So I'm gonna start with my earrings. This is how important lashes are to drag. Ready? Do you see a woman? Because I don't see a woman. My lashes are so big. I just gained this much, like a whole new world. Like I now can see everything. And then I'm gonna start to take this wig off. Normally I don't wear nice wigs like this either. Normally I'm wearing something like not even glued on. But today I guess I was really fierce with my snatched lace front.
Her wigs are the stuff of Southern woman fantasies. Like the bigger the hair, the closer to God. Girl, she is God. What are you talking about?
We have a lot on my face. Right now I have makeup that is like basically bonded to my face. I need to pick up a product that's going to suspend the makeup off the skin, and then I wipe the product off with it stuck in it, if that makes sense. I have two favorite products to do that. One of them is Albolene. This is like with the good old like pageant girls mess with, because it's so thick and so slippery. It's basically oil and like wax. I have super dry skin, so I can handle this like heavy, crazy cream stuff, and I don't get breakouts or anything. My other favorite thing, but this is a little more like pro, kind of hard to find. This is the Alcone 244 fluid.
Oh.
If you're wearing like hardcore appliances for like theatrical makeup, I think that's what this does. Albolene I kind of prefer because it's more moisturizing, and my skin is so dry. Oh my god.
One thing I love about Trixie is that she's not afraid to just use whatever works. She doesn't care about how fancy it is, how bougie it is, even though she's arguably one of the most successful drag queens out there, and definitely a lot of drag queens like to dabble in the finer things of life. Miss Fame, I'm looking at you. But I actually find this kind of interesting because she's right. Albolene is kind of what's been used for a long time. It's definitely an older product. It's what we would call a cleansing cream or a cold cream that were really commonly used in the past to remove makeup and moisturize the skin. The ingredient list is so short. It has mineral oil, petrolatum, paraffin, sericin, and beta-carotene. And that ingredient list would make clean beauty fans run screaming, but I don't have a problem with any of those ingredients. They are definitely old-fashioned, but in terms of actually removing the makeup from your face, I think they're great. They're super moisturizing. They're definitely going to work similarly to a cleansing oil just to break up all the makeup on your face. If you have dry skin, this is a great product to go with. And of course, it's fragrance-free, which is awesome. When it comes to wearing that much makeup and having dry skin, you really don't want to use a cleansing system that is overly harsh, which is why people with dry skin, I usually recommend cleansing oils because they are very nourishing to the skin while still removing everything, and this is a great way of doing that. Would I recommend this product to the average person? No, because it's very heavy. It's super thick. But for someone like Trixie who does wear drag makeup, this is a great product to go with. To be honest, I'm not familiar with the other product, and I'm a little scared to know what it is because theater makeup shit is fucking crazy. They'll use straight up ethyl alcohol and acetone to remove their mic tape residue. For real, it's intense, so I'm kind of scared, but I'm just gonna look up this ingredient list so I know what she's dealing with. Okay, so I can't find the ingredient list anywhere after searching, but the bottle does say that it's extremely flammable. So it probably means that it's a crazy high concentration of alcohol. I hate high concentrations of alcohol because it can be overly stripping to the skin, particularly someone with dry skin. But if she's using that and then using the cleansing cream afterwards, I don't find it too much of an issue because yeah, sometimes when it comes to anything theatrical, drag makeup, any type of appliances, they really have to stick that on your skin, and the only thing that'll really work to get rid of it is an alcohol. So it is effective, but if Trixie is going in with cleansing cream most of the time, I think that's definitely the best route to go. I'm so glad she went in with the cream though, because I was like, girl, if you're about to go in with a makeup wipe, I'm telling Aquaria. She's gonna send you a whole skincare routine, I know it.
I do the lower half of my face first. Because if I start scrubbing this area, all of my face, my whole face will turn black because of all this pigment. Did you know that you were gonna watch a 30-year-old man take off makeup today? I love that this is apparently a lube back in the day, because I bet you that was some drag queen that was like pulling trade home from the club and then was like, I'm out of lube. Like, it just made it work.
I mean, yeah, he's right. It does have a slip to it. It's the mineral oil. It would definitely be a dupe for a lube. So, you know, if you're getting desperate during quarantine, I guess there's a hack for you. There better not be kids watching right now. I will say I like how gentle she is with her face as she rubs it across. She's not being super harsh, really intense. You can tell that she's going really slowly, taking it all off. It's great.
So now that I finished that part of my face, I'm gonna go with wipes. These wipes are the tea. And before
oh no! I spoke too soon. I mean, part of me is like, oh my god, they're makeup wipes, what the fuck are you doing? But she did go in with a cleansing cream. All she's using the wipe for is just to gently wipe all of that residue off of her face. So technically, I'm not as mad at it. She's still being really gentle. I more so hate makeup wipes because they cause you to be super rough with your skin as you're trying to rub everything off. But at the same time, it's still waste every single day. Makeup wipes create a lot of waste. Just using a towel to wipe everything off that you can wash later is way better for the environment than using a cleansing wipe, but at least she's not being overly rough with her skin.
My only problem with this 244 fluid stuff that I don't really use, the reason I don't use it more is because you're supposed to pour it onto a cotton ball for like a soak. And bitch, I don't travel with no cotton balls. I like pour it in my hand to do this. Now we can start to do the top half.
Oh my god.
And because we used the Albolene and the 244, it's pretty, my face doesn't feel very irritated at all, which is good.
That's good.
I hope you guys can hear this. See, watch this. Gomez, I love Debbie. I have glue stick under there, so
Those dark eyes, that's some Halloween shit. have a problem with one part of this routine already. So she goes in first with a cleansing cream, then uses a makeup wipe afterwards, then uses 244. And 244, like she said, is meant to be used with a cotton round. And this is probably because you want to isolate it to very specific areas so that you're not spreading it across the entirety of your face, because I venture to guess that it's very, very stripping. And I personally would have preferred that Trixie went in with it first and then followed up with the cleansing cream afterwards so that she can get some of that hydration. When she used a cleansing cream and then uses it afterwards, that's going to strip any of that moisture that she was benefiting from by using the cream beforehand. So all I would recommend she do is just switch the order. That's just fine. And I know some of you guys are going to be watching like, Hyram, this is a drag queen that plasters makeup across her face 1 mile thick and you're worried about a single skincare product. I'm just here to help people make baby steps towards better skin, just little by little. Trixie seems to know what she's talking about and she can take criticism, so here I am. Nobody asked for this.
I know that not all the glue stick is going to come up without water because Elmer's glue stick is like non-toxic and water soluble. It's going to be easier for me to actually just get water on my face. But if I put water on my face first, this black stuff's going to go everywhere.
Ooh, wow, that's a lot.
I remember one time, this was years ago, it was me and Kimchi, and I think we had a circuit party until like 4:30. We had a photo shoot at 8 in the morning. And we slept like with no lashes on, like in the same bed, like. And then we like
with
woke
makeup
up, put
on?
lashes on, and went to the photo shoot.
No way!
We're almost to the end here. Does it feel like you guys are...
That's my nightmare. You literally just described my nightmare. I'm constantly talking about how you should always remove your makeup before bed, but I partially understand what she's saying. You know, drag makeup takes so long to do. Like, I know multiple drag queens that will start getting ready good 7 hours before they actually have to go to the club to perform. 7 hours of doing makeup. So I can't even imagine the frustration of having to take off all of your makeup and then having to wake up literally like 20 minutes later to put it all back on again. So you know what, I'll forgive them. And here's a harsh reality that a lot of people won't want to accept. While I do think that taking your makeup off before you go to bed is important, some people act like it is just one of the 7 sins to sleep with your makeup on. And in reality, I'm like, girl, if you're wearing makeup for 16 hours a day and you're worried about wearing it an additional 6 hours, your skin doesn't really know the difference. You're still wearing makeup for 16 hours. That's why a lot of dermatologists are like, I mean, yeah, it's not good to sleep in your makeup, but at the same time, you're wearing it for the majority of the day, which is still giving your skin issues. So the best thing is to not wear makeup at all. But for someone like Trixie, where it's literally her job to wear that much makeup every single day, I definitely think that sleeping without makeup on is a must. But at the same time, it's a performance life. I'd lie if I said that I didn't sleep with my makeup on in between showtimes when I performed for musicals. What's it called? You can't call out a splinter in someone else's eye when you have a moat in your own. What is a moat? Is it a moat? Oh wait, no, isn't that like the thing around a castle? I don't know. You get the point. I can't be hypocritical.
Because of the glue on my brows, I'll just kind of go against the grain. And your lids are so thin. Try not to rub your lids too much.
Yes.
Now I finish my face with a real cleanser. This is 9 to 5 cleanser from Lush. And this one is like a waterless cleanser. It's sort of like a cleansing lotion.
Oh.
Usually for me, the process of putting on makeup and then taking it off is a very like irritating process. Like you can see my eyes are kind of red now.
Oh.
So I like to go and put some like real oil products on my face.
If you guys don't know my opinion on Lush, I'm personally not a huge fan of the ingredients because they formulate with so much fragrance, like so much freaking fragrance. And normally I'd say, oh, it's fine because it's a cleanser, you're washing it off, but this is like a leave-on cleanser. If you don't know, leave-on cleansers are popular for people with dry skin where they don't want to strip their skin of even more moisture and hydration. And with fragrance being the most problematic and sensitizing when left on the skin, I would personally recommend a fragrance-free cleanser. You can literally just do this with basic micellar waters. This one right here, the BioDerma Sensibio, is one of my favorites. I'm constantly recommending it because it's so good. It's gentle, fragrance-free, works super well for removing any dirt, makeup, but it can be left on the skin without overly sensitizing or drying it out. And I personally would recommend this one over the Lush one.
These B3, I think it's like Brush Beauty Balm under eye cream. Bitch, it's lit. This is an eye product, so put it all over my eyes. And then this is like my fave. Oh my god. This Brush Beauty Balm Marula oil.
Oh.
It's like it's literally oil. I literally put oil on my face. Like on my days off from like destroying.
Okay, Trixie knows some shit about skincare. Who the fuck thought? To be honest, I don't specifically know those products, but vitamin B3 is niacinamide. Literally one of my favorite ingredients of all time for all the benefits that it has. Specifically for the eye area, it's great for brightening darkness, which is something I would imagine is important to Trixie considering that she always has to be performing and traveling and her sleep schedule is all over the place. Let me look at the ingredients. Okay, it has shea butter, safflower oil, stearic acid, glycerin, aloe juice. All those cleansers are amazing for hydrating the skin. Actually, I might take that back. This actually doesn't have niacinamide. Never mind. I don't know why the brand would call themselves B3, like vitamin B3 as a skincare brand if you're not formulating with niacinamide. Honestly, this eye cream isn't too bad. The only thing I don't like about it is that it is formulated with lavender essential oil, and lavender essential oil is just like fragrance. It can be very irritating to the skin. It can cause sensitivity, and for someone like Trixie who has to go really rough on the eye area practically daily, I wouldn't recommend a sensitizing ingredient, but the other ingredients besides that I think are good. It's very short, very hydrating, which is important for someone who has dry, sensitive skin. But the other product he goes in with is 100% marula oil. Marula oil is an incredible ingredient for the skin. I personally recommend it for people who have normal to dry skin, as it works really well to nourish and hydrate the skin. And in my opinion, if you're going to use a 100% oil, because I usually am not crazy about facial oils because I think they're way more beneficial in like a moisturizing cream or a product in combination with other oils. But if you are going to use one, marula oil is definitely one that I recommend. I think it's awesome. Trixie, you're honestly impressing me with your skincare routine. I didn't know that you'd kind of know your shit. But this honestly makes me worry about Katya's skincare routine because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So yeah.
Thank you so much, and I hope you get your makeup on. Goodbye.
Uh-oh. Well, that didn't end as nicely as I would have hoped. So here's my issue. She uses an oil, but he doesn't go in with a moisturizing cream afterwards, which in my opinion is an essential part of a skincare routine. Like I say in almost all my reaction videos, but where's the moisturizer? I feel that right now because while marula oil is amazing for hydrating the skin, it doesn't have the occlusive and moisturizing agents that serve the purpose of what a moisturizer should do. When you have dry skin, you're constantly losing water through your skin through a process called transepidermal water loss. And a moisturizer is supposed to target transepidermal water loss so it seals in all of that hydration to make sure that you don't lose anything. And because she wears so much makeup throughout the day, it's even more important to follow up with a moisturizing cream afterwards. And just by using marula oil, I would say it doesn't have the components to really help prevent tulle as much as possible, which could be contributing to her overall dryness. If she would have followed up with a good moisturizing cream, I would have been like, bitch, this routine is bomb. For real, simple, effective, good to go, but no bueno. Honestly, for a good moisturizer for dry skin, one of the best that I found and I feel comfortable recommending to anyone who has super dry skin is the Biossance Omega Repair Cream. This is one of the thickest, most emollient creams that I've ever found, and it feels so nice on the skin. And in my experience has been a skin savior for a lot of people who have severely dry skin. And even though it's a little bit expensive, Trixie, I know you can afford it. Just going in with that will be perfect. Well, what are my overall thoughts? Let's get into this shit. So overall, I feel like the routine wasn't terrible. It's very simple. It's very effective. It does what a routine should do. Properly removes all of the makeup using a good eye treatment. And it's not overly excessive, which is good for someone like Trixie who's exposing her face to so many products every single day. It's important to go in with a very simple but effective skincare routine. That being said, I would change out the cleanser because I don't think it would be good for him to expose that much fragrance to his face. I think the eye cream and the oil are great, but then following up with a hydrating moisturizer afterwards would have been preferred. I also think another necessary part in a skincare routine is having a good exfoliating system. So whether that be once a week or once a month, finding a way to get rid of excess dead skin cells on the face is important because no matter what type of skin you have, you will constantly be shedding dead skin cells and you need to give your skin a little helping hand. One that I love recommending for people who have dry and sensitive skin is the Inkey List PHA toner. PHAs are just like alpha hydroxy acid, which dissolve the dead skin cells off of the face, but they're a lot more gentle and less sensitizing, which means they're more ideal for people with dry skin. So this once a week would honestly be great. It would be perfect in that routine. But honestly, Trixie, if you're watching this and you don't feel like buying it yourself, just hit me up. I'll send you one for free. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Trixie, if you're watching this, I hope you're doing well. Please give Katya my condolences. I don't know what for. I'm sure she has something. What do you guys think of this routine? Let me know in the comment section down below or comment your favorite quote because honestly, that'll make my day. Do you guys like the products you use? Do you not? I want to know. Go watch some episodes of Trixie and Katya if you haven't lost your innocence yet. It's about to die real fast. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.